She looks tired and rubs her face with her hands. Sighing, she looks at herself in the mirror.
Not again.
The room is dark, but it is not the absence of light which stifles the possibility of comfort. The floor is covered with clothes and things. Folders and papers pile up on the desk. A multitude of distractions from the beauty of the moonlight and the occupant of the room. A young man sits on the bed and tries to get his body to stretch, but to little avail.
How is it so late? I'm hungry.
The detached house's second floor also sports his sister's room, his parents' room, and a bathroom.
Philip, are you awake already? I thought we wouldn't see you before noon.
I woke up and I was hungry.
No wonder, seeing how many meals you skip. Your mother says you need a regular routine.
That would certainly make more sense than having such a messed up sleep schedule.
Come on then. Here, have some of this. If you touch your mother's provisions, you will never hear the end of it. There you go. I have to get up in a couple of hours. Good night, son.
Thank you for the food. I don't understand Philip's tastes.
Then she quickly gobbles up the meal into Philip's body.
The very same Philip shudders, currently being far away from his mother's cooking in a bright training room in South Korea. What concerns him far more than his immediate environment is the fact that he finds himself once more in Bom-Sook's body. The sensation of not being himself is something he cannot get used to. He's certain that Bom-Sook feels the same, trapped in a body so much more stiff than her own. Yet before he can dive deeper into his thoughts, he's already pulled out of them by a light squeeze on his shoulder. He finds himself in the gym surrounded by other members of the group. Moksuri includes their leaders Seoyoung, Chao-wei, Rim, Dan-bi, Min-yu, and of course Bom-Sook. They have gathered in the dance studio to practice. Philip joins in. With every movement he is uncertain what his body can even do, but he is surprised time and again. None of the others are as flexible as she is.
JH, Rim, Dan-bi, Bom-Sook und Min-yu. We're starting today with a repeat of our little track choreography.
Aye, Seoyoung. Your words are what we do. Let's go, girls. Fighting.
How is this possible? I don't even know this choreography. Wait a minute. It's not me who knows it. It's this body. It does what it wants. As long as I don't think about it.
Philip focuses his attention on the dance and follows the movement of Bom-Sook's body closely. He enjoys more and more how she moves, the dancing and what this body can do.
Jesus, that was so exhausting. Yeah, should we take a break? Yeah, please. I need water.
Well done, guys.
All of them are exhausted, but Bom-Sook's body stretches out her arms and tilts back her head. Philip laughs. It is a glorious feeling.
Meanwhile, Bom-Sook walks through the empty streets of Philip's neighborhood. It is not yet fully morning, but inside the houses, lights are being switched on and lunches are prepared by parents, while children drowsily hit the snooze buttons and hectically pack their school bags. Bom-Sook stands on the empty street and looks through the windows into the homely lives of strangers. She continues walking and comes to a stop in front of a house that she does not recognize.
Hey,
A young woman leaves the house with a bag on her back and breakfast in her hand. She catches sight of him and hurries to the fence.
What are you doing here? Philip?
Why? Am I supposed to still be asleep?
It wouldn't be surprising. Because for once, we're meeting.
So? Why is it weird that siblings meet?
I mean, you avoid everything and everyone. Especially me.
That's not true.
It's alright. I understand. After the last time you said that my love for Moxori was ridiculous, I didn't feel like talking about things you love either. Just make sure you focus on yourself. Well, I mean, just so you know, we're all here for you. If you need us, we're here. I'm off to uni. See you soon.
Did she just say Moxori? Is she Nore?
Enthusiasm plays over Philip's otherwise hard features. For Philip, however, things are going differently.
They are all pissing him off. Cha Wei poses in front of her cell phone camera, making duck faces. Minyu fondles Seoyoung, who is talking to Rim. Meanwhile, Danbi is stroking Rim's lower arm from the other side, her head on her friend's shoulder. She sends an encouraging smile to Seoyoung as she is clearly upset with Minyu. But the leader says nothing to the youngest member of the group, and Philip keeps his distance from the others, sitting motionless.
This is supposed to be Moxori? A professional idol group? Ha! Don't make me laugh. For the life of me, I can't understand what Amelie sees in them. Don't tell me this body doesn't like Korean food.
Bom-Sook runs Philip's fingers over the herbs, paying attention to how these strange fingers feel. Then she stops at a herb. She blindly picks it off the shelf and dumps it into the pot, then tastes it again, and grimaces.
Unbelievable that they drink tap water here all the time.
Tap water is usually healthier than what you buy at the supermarket. Isn't that what you've been telling us all the time? It's about time you started helping again. Better go help your father. He's still at the car getting the rest of the groceries.
Bom-Sook nods.
Will do.
Philip's mother looks into the sink. Then she dumps the failed meal out of the pot. Philip's father looks at Bom-Sook and waits for the lecture. But Philip's mother says nothing. Then the men start putting away the groceries. Philip's mother cleans the pot and puts it on the stove. Then she leaves the room with a hint of a smile. Bom-Sook looks curiously at Philip's father for his opinion.
Well, the ingredients are still here. Time for a second try then. Good luck.
Philip, meanwhile, is thinking of nothing. In Bom-Sook's body, he lies on the grass in an empty playground. She's wearing one of the typical masks idols use to remain incognito. After all, she had to remain undercover. But other than that, he doesn't seem to care about his identity at all.
Come on, wonderful buddy, show me what you can do.
He feels all-powerful. He does a few more rounds on the playground as it gets darker and darker. Happily, he settles down on a swing. His breath is a little strained but content. So he stays there and looks at the sky.
You dare to lounge around here in public? Why does your manager have to go on a first vacation with her family in years and leave me to check on you guys? Am I a babysitter or what?
So cool. He looks around, pissed. His arms are crossed in front of him. He's definitely angry. His eyes flit over the playground. No one is there.
Come, I'll help you up. I parked over there.
Philip looks at him pensively. He has no idea who he is, but he feels that Bom-Sook trusts him, so he follows the driver's instructions without asking a single question.
What is it with this guy? I can't even work out while I'm here.
She feels another rush of discomfort. She looks around Philip's room warily. She glances at the untidy desk in the corner, cringing at the chaos. She starts sorting all the odds and ends in the room into small piles, hoping to entice the owner of this body into finishing the job. Very little time passes before Philip's body is tired, and Bom-Sook sits down on the floor.
This body.
Bom-Sook looks around the room again. Her eyes find a talisman dangling from the desk lamp. Bright sunshine makes it hard to see properly. Something else also draws her attention. On the windowsill sits a cuddly toy, an otter. She takes it and sits down with it on the bed.
Mr. Otter, surely you know what's wrong with this guy, right? His life is pure chaos. Yes, I see that too.
Bewildered, Bom-Sook looks up from Mr. Otter. She gets up, cradling Mr. Otter in her arm. She approaches the empty shelves and inspects the upturned picture frames in front of them. There are layers of dust on them. Bom-Sook makes a disgusted face.
I guess he never cleans.
She looks at Mr. Otter, and then at the pictures. She turns them over one after the other. The first photo shows his family. His mother, father, and sister, and him. The picture must be a few years old. She smiles and lovingly pats his sister's head. Bom-Sook moves on to the next picture. Philip and a friend are in it, and between them, Emily. This picture speaks of so much love. But it is also covered with broken glass. Bom-Sook turns the picture back over right away. She also turns the other picture frame back over. Then she looks at the third picture. Philip's sister again. And next to her, Philip, wearing strange, sequined clothes. Emily beams at him, proudly. Lost in thought, she walks back to the bed and sits down. She puts Mr. Otter back in his spot.
I know. The chaos must have thrown him out of track. And he just can't move on.
Sunset bathes the small town in many different shades. Philip wakes up startled and looks around. He finds himself in his familiar surroundings. The otter sitting on the windowsill, the talisman decorating his desk lamp. Although the whole desk is cluttered with folders that seem to have been pulled from the shelf at random. Clothes that had been on the floor are now tidily folded. Signs that the other one was actually here. Philip clambers from his bed and walks into the adjacent bathroom. He sees the fresh sweater he's now wearing. Warily, he checks the laundry basket. The other sweater has been thrown in there. Philip discovers all the little changes Bom-Sook has made in the last few hours. Then he walks into the hallway. The door to his sister's room is open. He peers through the crack.
Philip,
Can't you close the door?
it's the weekend. Mom and Dad aren't here, and you, of course, for you, I make an exception.
Amelie. You just don't give two hoots.
So, I'm busy. And don't let me stop you on your way out. Or are you going to complain some more?
I'm not complaining. I'm just pointing out to you that...
Of course. You're not really interested in me.
Make sure that you turn down the music of these chaotic people. Preferably even turn it off. I can't listen to them anymore.
You were the one who told me to find something I love. And I did.
He continues to look at her dispassionately. Then he glances at his fingernails and the dirt under them. He begins to pick at them a little.
I meant that you should find something you can do by yourself. But you're not supposed to go chasing after people who will never even know you exist.
This passion I feel for them makes me grow. By constantly communicating with the Indian Norris, my English has got so much better. More and more I overcome my limitations because my affection for them is growing constantly. Moksori teaches me that to love is to grow.
Bom-Sook stands wearily in the kitchen with an expressionless face. She stirs her warm milk, or rather she dances circles next to it. Seoyoung enters the kitchen and watches Bom-Sook thoughtfully.
Bom-Sook?
She looks up at Seoyoung, the kindest of the group. Talking to her alone feels like being hugged.
Oh, it's alright. Come here. Did you have another nightmare? Since when is stuff like this upsetting you so much?
I think all of this is real.